This video is sponsored by Envato Elements. For this week's speed art, I want the main focal point to be a mystical tree. I've always enjoyed working with trees as my main subject, and it was the focus for many of my digital paintings in the past. This tree will serve as the main character for the piece and will hopefully drive the whole narrative of the image. But in order for this particular piece to have the most impact, I'll need to put the emphasis on the tree by using contrasting colours between the main character and the volcanic background. It's simple stuff, but always good to have at the front of your mind when working on environment pieces. And if you're wondering where I got my assets from for this week's artwork, time to load up Envato Elements. With over 50 million assets, Envato Elements is the perfect resource to have at your disposal. You'll have access to a wide range of royalty-free stock photos, videos, music, sound effects, motion graphics, and more. Let's focus on some of the assets I've used in this speed art. To make this image, I'll need some tree photos to help create the overall look and character of the tree. Envato's expansive library of photos offers lots of options for me to choose from. This one looks good. Before I download assets, I like to add them to a collection. This way, I can keep track of a project and any assets that I might use in a future artwork. Once done, simply click download. For this piece, I also need a rocky platform for the tree, but it needs to be at a specific angle. With Envato Elements' huge library of 3D assets, I can type in what I'm looking for and choose a suitable asset. I can rotate the rock until I find the desired angle and download. Once the asset is in the project, if it doesn't quite work, I can simply jump back into Envato Elements and download another. That's because you get unlimited downloads with Envato Elements. Download all the assets you want with one subscription. If Envato Elements is for you, they offer 50% off an annual subscription. So rather than paying $33 per month on a monthly plan, you'll be paying $16.50 per month on an annual plan. I'll drop a link in the description below. Be sure to stick around till the end of the video where we'll take a look at some of the rocket launch artwork submitted by the PhaseRunner community. Okay, let's run it. A couple of weeks back, I provided you with the stocks needed to create your own rocket launch photo manipulation. I didn't anticipate the number of submissions received, so a big thanks to all of you for having a bash at creating a rocket launch. And as promised, here are some of my favorites. The first piece is from Gwenod. Yeah, I'm definitely going to butcher some of these names, so apologies beforehand. Wicked job on this. There's a strong visual narrative that's clear, even without the explanation in the description. I'd be able to read the artist's intent through his imagery. It's got a lot of heart. I like this more experimental piece in our next submission. The geometry and motion reminds me of something you'd see in those classic 70s sci-fi film posters. Good stuff. So this next piece has definitely captured the mood of the original artwork, but has also made it their own with a nice color swap and contrast boost. I really like the overall tone here. Okay, next up. Wow, now that's a solid one-to-one recreation of my original rocket launch by Sandy Creations. Be sure to check out his Instagram page at Sandy Creations. Awesome job. And this last piece is by Sobhan Tariq. Other than it being a solid composition, it's also a great example of how you can easily twist the narrative just by inverting an element like the rockets. There are a few submissions that featured this idea, so hats off to all of you for thinking outside the box a little. Again, thanks for all your submissions, and if this is something you'd like to see more of, then leave a like and a comment, and be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell to stay notified about any new content.